Yo, what's good? It's your boy James T. Episode 14. Speak before you think right now. Boom. All right, look. Seahawks Giants game, Steelers Washington, okay? And then I'm going over Browns Titans. All right, those are the three games. Everyone knows what happened in the other games. So listen, I'm super impressed with the Giants win. Super impressed. They played an all-around game with a backup quarterback. It was very impressive. Same thing with Washington. They played an all-around game. Same style as the Giants. Great on defense. Good running game. Alex Smith was a check down king. Fine with me. If it gets the dubs, it is what it is. And the Titans-Browns game, that game I'll elaborate on. I'll start with that one. Then I'll move to the Giants and the Redskins. Oh, sorry, Redskins. Washington football team. So I'll go over them in more detail after this. So the question is, since the Browns smacked them on the Titans but still almost blew it, I'm still not fully convinced on the Browns. Are you guys fully convinced on the Browns? I don't know. So the Titans do this every 3 or 4 weeks. They lose to a joke of a team. I'm not saying the Browns are a joke of a team. I'm saying they lose games that you maybe thought they should have won. I guess is a better way for me to put it. Because I don't want to insult the Browns too much. Because honestly, they looked really good. Baker looked good. Defense looks all right. And they're definitely going to go to the playoffs. The question is, do they win a playoff game? Right? So with the question being, do the Browns actually win a playoff game? The season ended right now. They're playing the Titans again. So, from what we saw this week, the Titans have no answer on defense for the Browns on offense if Baker is playing the way that he's playing that we just saw. Because that was the Baker Mayfield, the talented arm, the strong arm, everything that everyone talked about Baker being. That was it on display on Sunday. It was a joy to watch. It was great. Hopefully we can get that consistently. Then we might have another locked-in quarterback for the Browns for a period of time. That was another thing I wanted to jump into. So, did Baker Mayfield already lock his quarterback position on the Browns for the next 7 years, 5 to 7 years, with just making it to the playoffs this year? It's a good question because I don't know, since the Browns expectations and what you have to do to make the Browns go to that next level. Look, I don't even know if he has to win a playoff game. He has to win a playoff game eventually, but right now, if he makes the playoffs, I can guarantee he locked himself in for 3 years. So, if he wins a playoff game, man, we're talking already 7-10 years. He's good. The Browns have low expectations. They just do because of their history. So, are they capable of winning the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Don't even talk to me about it. I don't know why these guys even talk about it on TV. It's a waste of time. Seriously, they're not even close to being as good as the Bills, let alone the Chiefs and the Steelers. So, now, this week, we have a big game coming up. We have Steelers-Bills. We'll go over that in a little bit on the reason why. That is not only for the obvious reason of being a major game for my power rankings, okay? So, look, I'm going to move off that Titans-Browns game. I was impressed. It was all good. Hopefully the Titans can stay in the top spot in the AFC South. They got the Colts creeping up. So hopefully they can get these dubs. They got a pretty easy schedule. They got the Jaguars this week, so they'll probably win that game. Even though the Jaguars played the Vikings pretty tough, but Vikings 5-game winning streak, by the way. So, all right. Now, off of the Titans-Browns game, on to the Seahawks-Giants game. Now, that was something special. Like I said, an all-around game by the Giants to be able to beat the Seahawks and not let Russell get into that rhythm. Super impressive. Reminded me of the Giants with the Strahan, Ozzy Umenyiora, Justin Tuck. I mean, all that. Like, it really was pretty impressive. And so for the Seahawks not to figure it out, I was actually surprised about that. That's why that it was such a big upset to me, because I really do feel like even though the Seahawks are 8-4, I really just feel like they're better than their record. Just the sheer fact that Russell is so elite. He's just not been playing at that MVP caliber we saw in the beginning. So speed bumps for them, and this was a major one. We'll see how they bounce back next week. Very impressive win by the Giants. I hate to say it, but it's just facts. Washington versus the Steelers. Another impressive win by Washington, but I don't think it was as impressive as the Giants win over the Seahawks. I'll tell you why right now. It's because I don't believe the Steelers are as good as their record is. They've squeaked out a lot of wins this year that I feel were not proven wins. And finally, they ran into a team with an elite pass rush. And Ron Rivera is a good coach. He has the Washington team believing in themselves as the same way as the Dolphins coach has. And I think that goes a long way in this league, to have the players believing in themselves along with the coach. That means more to me than just a bunch of superstars on a team that think they're going to win just because of the talent level. That's not the case. And look, the Steelers wide receivers, man, Juju is so overrated, man. I'm sorry. Is that a hot take? Because am I the only one that thinks that? He's overrated. Drops. The Steelers lead the league in drop passes. I didn't even know that. I found that out today, and I'm like, it kind of makes sense, because if I'm Mike Tomlin, I'm like, dude, I miss AB, really, because Claypool's good and all, but he's no AB. Deontay Johnson, no AB. Juju, I'm telling you, Juju's overrated. I don't know what anyone sees in him. There's nothing that he does where I'm like, whoa, like, he doesn't pop off the screen to me. Nothing. Actually, I'll be honest with you, he's better at making his little TikTok dances than he is anything else, So, anyway, that game, look, next week, Bills Steelers, this serious business. I'm going to go into my power rankings really quick right now, just so I can get to that. So, I got Chiefs 1, Saints 2, Packers 3, Steelers 4, Bills 5. Now, like I say last week, I gave the Steelers the number 1 spot out of respect for being undefeated. But now that you lost to Washington, just because I say Washington impressed me and they played, doesn't give you a pass to lose to them. Okay? So, 11-1. All right, you lost to a bad team. Okay? They're a bad team. And this week you play the Bills. If the Bills beat you, I'm knocking you completely out of the top 5. Because the Browns are creeping. The Browns can sneak their way in. Especially, I think the Browns play the Ravens this week. If they beat the Ravens, yeah, they do. If the Browns beat the Ravens this week, definitely top 5. Definitely top 5 team. Seriously. So, the Saints are so good. I don't know. Sorry, that was super random, but the Saints are so good. Sean Payton is so good. Coach of the year, Sean Payton. Sean Payton, Coach of the Year. Tomlin will be up there. And then the Dolphins dude has to be Flores, whatever. He has to be up there because what they're doing is very, very impressive also. So, I mean, it'll be great. So, anyway, look, guys, the only real conversation that we need to have right now is who is the league MVP at this moment because of what transpired this week. I mean, Russell's out. He's out. There's no way he can recover from this. He's out. And if Big Ben was in it, he's out. So If Derrick Henry was in it, he's out. So, look, my MVP rank, which is probably a lot of people's MVP rank, obviously, because it's really not that serious. But Mahomes 1, Rodgers 2, Allen 3. Maybe not many people have Josh Allen at 3, but I like it. I mean, the guy's legit. And what's his name? The Bills have a quarterback for a long time because he's naturally gifted. Naturally. All right, so short episode this week. So listen, I'm gonna set up my picks. All right, I'm gonna put them up how I did last week. I had with the spread. I was 8-6. So holla at me. All right, super impressive compared to the last 2 weeks. I was roller coaster ride, but 8-6, fire. Straight up, I was 10-5. The reason why they're both not 14 or 15 games because at the time I did my picks, the Bills Niners game there was no spread, it was even. So, which is ridiculous. I don't even know why that was the case, but it was. So I would have chose the Bills anyway. But to be fair, I was 8-6, and it is what it is. Straight up, I was 10-5. That's cool with me. And all right. So, last but not least, I do want to say something. So, there's no doubt in my mind right now that if the AFC Championship came down to Chiefs versus Steelers, the Chiefs would demolish the Steelers. I just want to get that out there because there's like I was saying before, there's no special thing that the Steelers do where I'm like, whoa. But the Chiefs have so many, and it all comes down to it all comes down to those little small details that end up happening in the playoffs, whether it's a drop pass or a fumble or offsides or Big Ben making a throw or Mahomes making a throw. And when I break it down to those details, Chiefs have better wide receivers. Chiefs have a better quarterback. I'm seeing the Chiefs defense play legitimate. Steelers losing Bud Dupree, major key right now. That's big. That's big time. It's not good. Minkah Fitzpatrick is so good, though. He's so good. But not having Dupree on the line, major issue. I'm just seeing I could check a lot of boxes off for the Chiefs and not too many for the Steelers. So I'm just not sold on them. I don't know if I'll ever be sold on them. They have to win the Super Bowl for me to be sold on them because there's no way I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm sorry, there's no way I'm picking the Steelers over the Chiefs. Just not happening. I'm not picking them over the Saints. I'm not picking them over the Packers as far as head-to-head goes. So that's why my power rankings are the way they are. So some little justification there for you so you see where I'm at mentally with that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. We're cutting this short. So listen, I'm taking off. I'm going on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back first week of January. I'll start back up again. I appreciate you guys coming out. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, do whatever you got to do. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. I'm there 24/7 all day. I'm available. Notifications on. Holla at me. Like I said, I appreciate you guys supporting me. Much love. Peace.